G'day guys, Ron here from Osborne Digital Marketing. Today we're going to discuss affordable SEO tools. Perhaps you're a business owner and you don't want to go away and spend a ton of money on SEO tools, or you're a starting out digital agency and you're just trying to get your foot in the door and you don't want to break the bank. I'm going to show you a ton of tools that will help you get started and enable you to get ranking on a budget. Let's jump into it. Alright guys, so as you can see behind me, I have the Shine Ranker. The reason I love the Shine Ranker is it's very cheap for what it offers. So as you can see, you can track keywords, you can do keyword research, you can check URLs, you can do editing of content, so you can actually upload content, and it's even an AI content editor, which is awesome. You can do an actual audit of a website and you have a lead list. It's pretty cool. So what you can do is you can embed that and stick it onto your website and offer free audits. Prospects can come along and put that on. So if you're a business owner, you won't necessarily need this. Maybe you want to venture into SEO. But if you are a business owner, if you're a local electrician, a local plumber, and you want to learn more about SEO, for $327 annually, this is not breaking the bank, and it's going to give you more than enough for what you need to do. Yes, you will need some other cheaper tools to help you check on backlinks. If you want to go down the crazy path of SEO, you want to take it to the next level, then yes, you will need to spend a little bit more cash. However, if you're just trying to keep it simple, you're trying to do great on-page SEO, you're trying to create awesome content, Shine Ranker is the tool for you. It's absolutely brilliant. And if you don't believe me, you can even go check out our review. We're ranking #1 for Shine Ranker review. So go and read that article. I made a website on it. We're #1, as you can see right here. We even embedded a YouTube video where I matched it against the bigger players, so SEMrush, Ahrefs, and we compare it against those tools. So awesome article if you want to read more about it, because the SEMrush tool that we utilize in my agency, that's $229 a month, not annually. So if you're a small business, if you're a brand new SEO agency, this would be the tool for you. All right, so the next tool that I have for you that won't break the bank is the Page Optimizer Pro, so commonly referred to as POP. This is a godsend, okay? If you are serious about SEO, you need this. And Kyle Roof, he's a genius. He's the guy that came out with this tool many years ago, and he's kept it, thankfully, affordable. He hasn't gone like Surfer and asked and requested ridiculous prices, because it's just not affordable and it's just not appropriate. So Surfer is a great tool, but if you're just starting out, something like this is absolutely perfect. So what you can do with Page Optimizer Pro is you can create content and then you need to go through and optimize it. What POP does is essentially it'll go through and optimize the content for you. So if you know about Surfer, that gives you all of the recommendations of what keywords you should utilize, what headers, all of this, where you should structure it all, images. POP does exactly the same thing. So it can tell you the EAT, so like what your competitors have. So do they have this type of schema? Do they have an email there? It can tell you all of this. That's what's very cool about POP. You can utilize it as a Chrome extension, and this is what we utilize. Now, I love it for service pages. So let's say you're offering electrical services in Miami. That's where it's brilliant. Yeah, you can go away and look at your competitors. It'll scrape the top competitors, analyze it, and tell you what LSIs you need, what the NLP words that you should be utilizing. Really cool there. When it comes to articles, it is a little bit different. So if I was to stack it against Surfer or Phrase.io, Phrase I personally think is better than Surfer, and it's cheaper, a lot cheaper. And I have a review video on it if you want to go and check that bad boy out. But I think Page Optimizer Pro is probably better if you're getting started out. And I think, let's have a look at the prices, because I think it's like $22 for, let's just say you're starting out. Yeah, there you go. So if you're starting out, if you're an agency owner and you're just starting out, you've got like 2 clients, you have 12 reports to do, and additional reports. If you need to do, let's say 20, well, okay, it's going to cost you $2 each report. So it's $20. That's very, very cheap a month. Like that is not breaking the bank at all. And this is going to give you awesome, brilliant, optimized content. Over the years, I've found that I personally recommend that pop content is the stuff that ranks and performs better. Is it as free flowing and as fluent and natural as perhaps Surfer and Phrase? No, but it ranks. And at the end of the day, that's the aim of the game. You can have the best written article in the world, but if it doesn't rank, well, it's no good on page 2 or 3, is it? So that's why I highly recommend Page Optimizer Pro. Now, if you're like me, you don't want to spend all your time writing. I absolutely despise writing. It's not something I do. I outsource every single bit of it because I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. I despised it in school, and I despise it when I'm 30 years old. It's something I do not do. So if you want an awesome AI tool, Article Forge. The reason I love Article Forge is because it writes awesome bits of content. Now, like every AI writer, you will need to clean it up. I'm not going to sit there and here and say that it's perfect all the time, because it's just not. You will need to clean some stuff up. However, I haven't found an article writer that's able to do a 1,500 word article, which Article Forge does, seamlessly. So it's a lot better. It'll insert all of the headers that you want. You can run away and just write a ton of articles. You can do a mass bulk order. So as an example, if you want to we want to talk about everything internal linking. So we want to talk about internal links, backlinks, do follows, no follows. You want to have each thing be a 1,500 word article on each topic. You can just bulk load that and press OK, and away it'll go. So it makes it very seamless. It's not like Jarvis where you have to basically every paragraph or every couple of paragraphs. And I'm not a fan of Jarvis. I do not recommend it because I think it's just a over expensive glorified tool. I think something like this that's a lot cheaper is a lot better. So the pricing for this is, I think it's $12 or something like that, $13. So, well, that's yearly. So that's, if you buy it yearly, it's $27. So if you went 25,000 words a month, that's with the AI writer, content that passes Copyscape, automatically posted to the blog. So that's another thing too. There's a WordPress plugin in here. So if you have a WordPress website, you can get this to write the article and post the article on the website and include internal links and include a couple of images. Pretty cool. So would I leave it? If you're serious about SEO, would I leave it to do all of that by itself? No, I would go in there and edit my own images and do all of that. But for an affordable SEO tool, $27 to go away and create all of your clients' blogs and your own blogs. Make sure that you tweak them all up, utilize Pop, go into Pop and clean it all up with Pop. Guys, perfect combination. This is what we do in my agency. We utilize Article Forge and then we run away with Pop or Phrase.io and then we clean it all up. All right, so the next one is Local Falcon. Now, if you are an agency owner or if you are a local business, Local Falcon is brilliant. So as you can see here, you've got a grid. So let's just say I was this business located right in the center point here. Why it says number 1 is because if someone was standing there with their mobile device and they searched, as an example, Osborne Digital Marketing would be appearing in position 1. Now, if said individual was over here in this location at this dot, and they were to search Osborne Digital Marketing, well, apparently I'm appearing in position 7. Okay, so this is not Osborne Digital Marketing. This is pizza at this location. So it's obviously not, but that's just an example of how it works. So if you have a Google business profile, if you're a local business, and like I was saying before, you're just a sparky, a plumber, landscaper, whoever you are, you've got a Google business profile and you just want to do better with SEO, start here. Because with Local Falcon, unlike Bright Local and the other ones, it's a lot cheaper. So let's just check out the pricing. So if you are an agency owner, it's $24 a month, $25 a month. So you can sign up if you're offering local SEO services. However, if you are just that Sparky, you're just a local business and you want to see how you're ranking for electrician in Miami as an example, you can do it as pay as you go. So you can do a one-off search. And that's why I absolutely love Local Falcon. Because what I would do if I was a business owner, if I was an electrician in Miami, I would be running a search every 3 months. I don't want to sign up for this and I don't need this, because that report tells me what my competitors are doing anyway. So when I run my search for my business, it'll tell me everything. So you don't need to go overboard and pay for this. You can pay, it's like $15 and you'll have a ton of credits. That's it. And it's sitting there. So incredibly affordable, an incredibly affordable SEO tool. All right. So the next affordable SEO tool is Rank Tracker. Rank Tracker is awesome. It's where I started out. This is what I started utilizing to track all my keywords. Very, very cool tool. Yeah, it's something I highly recommend because I used it for a long time. It tracks all of your keywords. Now, who would I recommend utilize this? I would recommend utilizing this if you're a serious business owner, so you want to go out there and you really want to track all your keywords, or if you're once like me, a small agency owner and you're just getting your foot in the door of SEO. So you've just got a couple of clients and you're moving up the ladder. That's where I would start. The reason I'd start here is because it's dirt cheap and it is accurate. It's very, very good. So with Rank Tracker, you can track local keywords, so map pack keywords, Google Business Profile keywords, and you can track organic listings as well. So you can see it in both things. If you're an electrician in Miami, Rank Tracker can see where you're ranking locally. So similar to Local Falcon as an example. So it's very, very cool there. And if you're a serious SEO guy, you're trying to get in the, or girl, you're trying to get in the door of SEO, starting your own agency, I would start here. It's incredibly inexpensive. Let's check out the pricing right now. I can't remember what the pricing was. And we still use it. Like we do utilize SEMrush as where we track most of our keywords, because what we do is when it comes to reporting time, so monthly reporting, all of my clients are in as the projects. Then what we do is we just hit the report button and it pulls all the data and we just submit that to them and go, this is how you've performed over the month. So with us, it's sort of all tied into SEMrush, but we do use, because I got a lifetime account when this was back on, what was it, AppSumo a couple of years ago. So I got a lifetime account. I got an awesome deal, actually. I think I have 1,000 daily track keywords, I think it is. But I use this for all of the test sites, because with SEMrush, we tie everything in. So we tie everything sort of linked. So we don't want to do anything sketchy. Their client site, we do everything that's above board, everything white hat. But over here, we're able to, poke and prod and do things to our test sites. And it's only linked and tracked here. So it's not like anything can sort of come back and impact our other sites. So that's why we still utilize Rank Tracker. But yeah, I got a lifetime plan, so I'm sitting pretty there. But yeah, they're doing really well. So that's why they've moved into their monthly billing. But as you can see, it's $14 a month. So it's not expensive at all. And if you do pay annually, I think it's $9 a month. So really, really cheap. Start monthly. And then that way, what you can do is you can track 100 daily keywords, which is more than enough. Like on average, you're going to be tracking around about 10 to 50 a client, depending upon what they're paying. So that's more than enough for, let's say, 4 clients that you have. You can track a couple of competitors. It does reports, but the main thing that I love about this is if, let's say, you were to have the Shine Ranker tool, what you can do is then you can utilize this to check your backlinks. So you can go away and look at competitive backlinks with this. Is it as good as SEMrush or Ahrefs? No, it's not, but it's a start. You don't need to go out there and pay, like I said, $229 a month for SEMrush, like us, if you just got 1 or 2 paying clients, or you're just a local business. So that's something to consider. You can check a ton of backlinks. So it'll more than suffice in the beginning stages. You have reports, it does 10 reports, so more than enough for you to get over the line. It's a perfect tool, an inexpensive and very affordable SEO tool. I would start here if I'm a new agency. This is where I would begin. I wouldn't go breaking the bank on something like SEMrush in the beginning stages. Link this with your Shine Ranker. You've got right here, this is about $150 a month if you utilize all of these tools. So it's very, very, very cheap. Okay, so the next thing is Adsy. So if you are starting out your business, if you're a SEO agency, you're getting into that, you need something inexpensive to find guest posts, to find backlinks. Adsy, that's where you start. It's very, very cheap. Basically what you do is they just have a massive network of websites. You go in there, you find what you're looking for, guest posts, whatever it is, you pay the price, and like it says here, then your thing gets placed. Now, you need to make sure that you are looking for quality posts. So there are a lot of things on here that might not be ideal for your client that you're going out to purchase a link for. So you want to make sure that you are looking, that you're being thorough about what you are selecting. As you can see here, guys, like it's very cheap. I found awesome guest posts, and this is with content written for $14, $15, and everything was above board. So there's some great deals on there. I would strongly recommend going and checking them out. If you are a local business and you need some backlinks, this is again a place where I would be having a look, checking it all out, because it's very inexpensive. The links get posted extremely quickly. That's something I found, and that's a big reason why I stick with these guys, is because if you request a service within a week, 9 times out of 10, within a week, you'll have that link up, and that's it. So it's really, really cool. And like I was saying, if you're a starting out agency, you need somewhere affordable where you can buy links. Like a DA 50 is going to cost you an arm and a leg. If you go to someone like Loganix, it's going to cost you at least $250. As a beginning agency, you don't have that. That's not affordable. It's not within your price range at the start. So if you'll have the lower paying clients, you can go out there, you can get these links to start slowly boosting up the profile, and they're well within the price range of links. So that's why I use them, because unfortunately nowadays links are just getting out of hand of how expensive they are. All right, so the next thing is keywords everywhere. I absolutely love this tool. So you can click on the extension. They've got a Chrome extension that should be coming up, but it's not. So unfortunately you guys can't see that because of the way I've got this screen recorder set up. But there is a Chrome extension, as you can see up here, and you can click on that and you can come into things here. Now, if I go on as an example, I guess it should come up. If we go back over this web page, you can see keywords everywhere here as well. So you can start to see all of this information here. Okay, that's keywords everywhere. Now, this tool is super, super cheap. So I think it's around about, I think $10 for that. Yeah, it is. So it's $10 for 100,000 credits. 100,000 credits. So if you want an inexpensive keyword research tool, perhaps you don't want to get Shine Ranker as an example, and you wanted to pay $10 here and you wanted to pay $14 over there for the rank tracker, and that's it. This is enough. This is enough. This is enough for you to get started and start tracking and doing some research. I find it is close to SEMrush. It's not always the exact same. I have spent some time, actually. I spent one evening, it would have been probably about 6 months ago, going through and seeing how these guys stacked up against SEMrush. I should have done a video on it, actually, now I think about it. That's a future idea, but it was very close. So it was very, very close. You do have the, like I said, the plugin here. So I'm clicking on it right now. You can analyze page content. You can do trends. Like I'll just click on the bulk so you guys can see it. So it brings it up like this. And let's just type business coach as an example. And you can enter in a ton of keywords here, and you can, here you go. So you can export it all. You can do all of that. So very, very similar to the other keyword tools, but it's cheap as. It's 100,000 searches for $10. That's why I recommend Keywords Everywhere. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like, that's all of the affordable SEO tools. If you add it all up together, I think you're going to be paying around about $250 a month. So incredibly affordable. If you're a starting out agency, this is exactly what you need. I would not suggest going out there and getting something like SEMrush when you don't have everything squared away. This is all you need to get started. This is all you need to start ranking clients. You don't need to be over and excessive with anything. You don't need to go out there and pay these. SEMrush is awesome. I highly recommend it. But if you don't have the bankroll to pay for that, don't. You can just start with Keywords Everywhere, Rank Tracker, and local Falcon. It's more than enough. It's more than enough. So I hope this has helped you. I hope I've shown you some affordable SEO tools. If you actually have any questions for me, you want to ask me about any other recommendations or anything else cheaper, let me know down in the comments. More than happy to help. I'll also post a video up about 15 free SEO tools. So that's where you can go away and utilize some free tools. Obviously not as good as these things, but they are still free. Again, they can help you get through the door, and that's my aim, just to help. I hope you have a lovely day. Cheers.